sand. You see all the sand on both sides of the racetrack here. Boy, you just got to take care. You got to be really careful first few laps.
Nelson Canache there leads the GTD field. Spencer Pumpelly put this Flying Lizard Audi on the pole. And there's Cooper McNeil. What a weekend. Coming in last night. Did the warm-up this morning, so we got a few laps under his belt, but a lot of pressure on that young man.
Let's emphasize once again, this is not 24 or even 12-hour racing. They have 2 hours to get it done on a track where passing can be difficult.
That's a very good point. It changes the whole strategy of how you do
Stepped out of a
business
car recently to give Carl an opportunity, and now they're paired together. This is a cool story.
As you can see, we've got some door-to-door action going on further back in the GTD field.
Z4 is coming through. Marcus Palttala, the Finnish driver, teaming up with Dane Cameron here. That Z4 was sensationally quick at Sebring. Had some problems with a sticking wheel in one of the final pit stops. Cost them a chance of victory there, but they're fast here this weekend. They have been pegged back a little bit. Got a restrictor on that BMW engine, but still seem to have the form through these corners here.
The 33 Viper along with Porsche. They're all here. Audi, SRT Viper, Porsche, BMW, Ferrari, Aston Martin. The list goes on and on in GT racing in the two United sports cars. Always with a big smile at the racetrack. Now, moments ago, there was the Turner Motorsports BMW getting turned by the 33 Viper in the hands of Ben Keating.
Yeah, Keating just got in the back of Marcus there right at the apex of turn 11. Marcus had been doing a good job working his way through from that top 10 qualifying position, was then up into the 5th spot, so he's got some work to do.
And
now
literally just seconds before Bryce Miller spun that 48, I was talking to the team and they said, we don't have to worry about the tires going away, we have to worry about being offline. If you go offline to pass somebody or you slide a little bit wide, you do get out on that sand that you guys are talking about. The wind has picked up a little bit today, and every wheel that gets dropped over an apex curb brings that sand on track. It gets pushed just offline. You get out there, you're going for a ride.
It was a lot windier yesterday than it is today here at Mazda Raceway. And that sand, as you can see, can get blown on the track as well as thrown up there by passing race cars.
This racetrack is frustrating to drive because, you know, you want to be aggressive, you want to really get around here quickly, but you get in this infield and you can only race the racetrack to the grip level it has at the time. You know, you try to push any harder than
Raceway,
that,
Laguna Seca. There's the number 94 BMW in the hands of Dane Cameron. Another terrific young American driver making his way up through the ranks.
Well, he's up to that 3rd spot, and this is how he got it. Makes the move here down into turn 5 on Ian James, and Ian James gave him a lot of room. But look at Christopher Haas here in that Audi. He gets a good run, has a lot of momentum coming off the corner. Ian tries to defend.
and it got tight through there.
I want you to miss a minute of the action, and there's been plenty thus far. Coming up on 1 hour into this race, another hour to go.
GTDs didn't run at Long Beach, round 3 for the GTLM and prototype cars, and Dane was drafted in by Risi Competizione to fill in there. Did a really sound job. They struggled a bit with the car in general that weekend, but the team were really impressed with him. Wanted to know if he was available for the rest of the year, but he's under contract with Paul Dallalana and Turner, and he's happy to be there, and this is why he's got a really fast car underneath him.
But people are taking note of his talent.
Two machines, so this is going to be a great battle.
Al Carter also drove in the Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge event yesterday. You can see that race here on Fox Sports next Sunday, the 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So check it out.
Yeah, this gap has been eroded pretty quickly there by that Z4. And again, some of it may be time management by Lee Keane, just trying to make these tires. Oh, he's really deep in there. A slightly different angle of attack there into the corkscrew. Dorsey sort of straight lines the entry a little bit. It looked like he could carry the brake zone really deep.
Trying to keep the car flat probably so it doesn't lock up. It's so easy to have a little bias in the car when you get on the brake.
Look at Dane Cameron slides it down. He's in,
he's in pit
lane.
lane. Yeah, he went pit lane.
Okay, well, this is a strategy call.
You have to shut it off. Leave it running.
This is a strategy call. Realized if it stayed green, they weren't going to make it. And what they're going to do now is maybe play a domino effect with the rest of the field. By coming in here, topping him up, he should be good to go. They told me yesterday about an hour, 5 minutes was what they could do on a full green flag run, keeping the tires on so we'll have good grip when he goes back out there. But what it'll mean is if there is a yellow and other cars hit pit lane will be closed. They'll leapfrog to the front.
You got Don Salama up there on the bench, and he's a pretty smart guy. You know, he looks at all the options, and he just played his hand right there.
Thought it was a big move to the inside.
Right. Guys like Sebastian Vettel knowing that once they turn. get up around Social Security age, you can come here and have some fun.
Championship leader there now, Townsend Bell behind the wheel of that 555 Revo-sponsored Ferrari from AIM Autosport. Dane Cameron, remember, he's made that pit stop. He's trying to get back towards the front of this pack. Interesting to see how these two cars stack up, Dorsey.
Looked like the Ferrari actually got a little too much speed on the downhill. Here comes Cameron up the inside. No contest. He's going to take that position.
All clear.
Cleanly done.
Let's go with him.
Seems like these guys with the 555 car have struggled here a little bit. That may be a consequence of the shortened track time, but we've seen that Scuderia Corsa Ferrari run towards the front of the pack, and these guys didn't qualify that well down in the 15th spot and seem to be struggling a little bit for speed here today as well.
Cameron's fast, though. That BMW, look at it launch. I mean, it just screams off the corner.
They got pegged back on the air restrictor, which means a car that was already struggling a bit on the straightaway is going to struggle further, but the handling didn't get touched. Ian James and Van Moltke, which is a battle for third spot. But look right there, there's the yellow Z4, and there's Christopher Haas. He's really been laying down some fast lap times. Remember, he took fresh tires on his stop. The Turner Motorsport guys did not. There's the battle. Ian James right there. He's in third. Then you got Ian Van Moltke, fourth. Cameron, Haas.
Cameron Haas really, I don't know if it breaks their momentum. It's
look at that.
No problem up the inside.
Well, I think Dion may be having to save fuel as well. And how you save fuel around here is typically by rolling out of the power into the brake zone. And Dane just pounced there. And I think he's having the issue forced a little bit. Even though he wanted to charge at the front, he can see that Audi looming in his rearview mirrors as well.
Yeah, they're definitely on fuel conservation mode up there. And you can see
Made
them
it
roll
sort
out.
of like easy work for Dane Cameron to get that position earlier in the race. But right now, with only 7 minutes on the board, he's not going to make it easy. He doesn't want to give up that podium.
Cameron trying to get close as they make the run down to 10.
Cameron to the inside,
Cameron
takes the position.
Power move, too.
That's why he wanted to be close.
Little wiggle there. Oh, James hits pit lane. He needs fuel. Look at this. This is tight. Chris.
PC car to the inside. Separates the front two.
Come early so that you can make up that ground. Everybody playing a different hand down here. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Speaking of different hands, I think that BMW Z4, I mean, Dane seems to be struggling for grip. Remember, they didn't take tires. The Audi right behind him, Christopher Haas, did. That may be a factor right now. He's hanging on.
Christopher just let his intention be known, too. A little chrome horn.
Yeah, Haas and Van Moltke and the Audis appear ready to pounce.
Yeah, they do.
He's got about half a lap to go here, I think.
Congratulations to Mirko Schultes as well, who co-drove that car with Van der Zande. And here is Pumpelly. From this point on, he could coast.
He's on the
Still running?
downhill.
Is the engine still running?
He's out.
Oh, he's out.
Negative, I'm coasting.
Oh,
We talked about it.
Oh, Kenny, he's going to get caught
Rolling
up.
the dice.
well, he had about a 11-second lead.
He almost needs to kill the engine. Oh, here comes Cameron. Here comes Cameron.
Here come the leaders. Here come the leaders, buddy. I'm sorry. Half a lap.
Wow.
Watch 'em.
That's the lead of the motor race. Cameron takes the lead.
That's it. Cameron comes through.
One quarter.
But Haas is right there. Can the Audi catch the BMW? It's a drag race to the finish.
Oh, it's going to get close.
He won't reach it. Dane Cameron will win for BMW
You
and Turner
are
Motorsports.
Unbelievable. Wow.
We mentioned Will Turner couldn't believe the Audi could go that far on fuel, and it turned out it couldn't.
100 yards. Look at
This, he's not even going to get up the hill to the stripe. This is going to kill him in the championship. They're losing the race win right now, but they're also losing valuable points by the second. Think he's happy?
Oh, got enough fuel for a celebratory donut. Wow. And there is Pumpelly.